students. Yesterday, in the last lecture, which was our first lecture of this C programming, we have seen what are the different attributes which will constitute the flow of our flowcharts. We have seen different parts how to build the flowchart. Now we will take one example. We are going to deliberate this flowchart with the help of the example. Examples are to add two numbers using flowchart, or what we can say, we will write down it like this: draw a flowchart for addition of two numbers. Let us first see the mathematics behind it. Mathematics says we have a variable, say a equivalent to 10. We have a variable b equivalent to 10, and we are going to have another variable which will hold the addition of a and b. This is the simple mathematics that we are going to do when we formulate the logic behind this particular problem. But how it can be depicted within our flowcharts? Every time yesterday we have seen that whenever we are going to start a flowchart, we need to draw this oval shape. This owl shape means either the start or stop of our flowchart. That means start, then there exists or there again it contains the flow lines. That means our flow will go from this start to some another portion. Say we are going to take the input A and B. In order to take the input, we just have to use the parallelogram, and the parallelogram that we are going to use is this one. This one is the parallelogram, and in order to write down the parallelogram, we just need to write down the input A equivalent to 10 and B equivalent to, is it? Now we have taken the input for both A and B. Now this particular C is exactly the command or execution statement, and this execution statements will come in a rectangle form. So a rectangular format will be like this, and it will be like this. But before this, we have to connect it with the flow line. And this will be our flow line, and we are going to add text here. The same text is C is equivalent to A plus B. Now we have got this. We are also going to print C. That means whatever is stored in C, print it for we people. And then at the last, what we are going to do, we are going to again build a owl shaped symbol, and we are going to connect it with a flow line and write down here stop. This is the flow chart of writing down or depicting the flow of your problem that will solve the addition of two numbers. When we are going to take our solution, we say that we are going to start it here. Then next step is take the input A equivalent to 10, B equivalent to 10. These are these two methods, these two instructions. Then after we are going to use C equivalent to A plus B, and this is what, and then print C. This is what we call as a pictorial representation of a solution towards a particular problem. Now, if we are going to check, or we are going to print the we are going to print whether a number is or whether a particular guy is passing or fail. Is it? For that, we just have to, for that, we just have to formulate a new thing. That means we will see if we secure, say, 50% of marks, 50% of marks, we say that the student passes the exam. Is it? Now, if we are going to write down a program for that, and for that, the first thing is to design a flowchart. The input that we are going to take from this particular example will be, say, for example, input will be either marks or it will be directly percentage, depending upon you what how you are going to take. If we are going to take it as marks, then you need to get the percentage, and upon the percentage you need to check whether a number, whether that person is failing or passing. Let us take directly percentage. Let's take percentage. So input will be percent, percentage. Is it? And we need to check whether a particular guy is passing or fail. In order to do that, what we need to check the condition. What हम ऐसे check कर सकते हैं ना, if your percentage is greater than, say, 33%. Is it? Then if it is true, then what we say that pass. Is it? If the condition, if our percentage is not greater than 33, that means obviously the student has secured lesser than 33. Then in that term, we will say that it's going to fail. And similar thing, we are going to take it with the help of our that with the help of our flow charts. Let's see how flow chart will be. So the first thing that we are going to insert is the start. Is it? Start. Start. Then flow line. Flow line will have this particular thing. Then we are going to take input. Input will be parallelogram, and we are going to see the parallel. Is it? Okay. Parallelogram. Parallelogram. In parallelogram, we are going to take the input as input percentage equivalent to, say, 50. Is it? Now, depending upon this percentage, we need to check whether a particular guy is passing or failing, or whether a student is passing or failing. And within that particular thing, what we need to have flow line first. Flow line will be like this, and it will be like this. And within that, we need to check the condition. In yesterday's lecture, I have told you that this diamond box is used for checking the condition, or we call that as a conditional box. We say that we'll write down the text like that. If agar percentage, the percentage that we have taken as an input is greater than 33, then what? There exist two things, two lines. There exists the line like this. Let's say if yes, Okay, if it is yes, that means the condition is true. Let me make it some a bit bigger. Okay, we say that if percentage is greater than 33, within the percentage we have got 50. Obviously, when we are going to replace it, that means 50 is 50 greater than 33. Obviously, 50 is greater than 33, then it will go to this place, yes. But there exists one more path, we say that is a no path or false path. We say that, let's assume that our percentage is now 24. Is 24 greater than, no, is percentage greater than now 33? Our within our percentage we have got 24. That means is 24 greater than 33? That means it's wrong. 24 is not greater than 33, then it will go to this place. That means either there exists within the diamond box, there exist two paths. Either the true path, which is yes, either the false path, which is no. And depending upon the condition, whether the condition is true or false, it will go to the that particular path. But at a single instance of time, only one path is being executed at once, either yes or no. Let us say example, say let us take now 54. First example, is 54 greater than 33? Obviously it is, 54 is greater than 33, then it will go to this path, and we are going to have the execution statements. Execution statements means, say, pass, and we are going to print it. Print pass. Is it? If the student is failing, then if student is failing, one more output box or execution box will be, but at that time it's going to fail. Say for example, ये कब होगा? अगर मेरे पास 24 है, is 24 greater than 33? No, then student is failed. And in both cases it's going to stop. So in order to stop it, we are going to again have an owl shape, and both of them will have connection lines towards this particular stop. And we are going to add stop. Let's take it again. The problem was we need to check whether based upon the percentage or based upon the input percentage, we need to check whether a student is going to pass or it's going to fail. And we have taken, after start, we have taken within the parallelogram, because parallelogram is used for taking the input. And this input, we have taken it as 24. We have taken example as 24. That means the percentage of a student is 24. How we are going to check whether a student is based upon this percentage? We are going to check, say for example, within your matriculation or within your 12th examination, you say that if a guy has secured above 33 percentage, then it's going to pass. But if a guy is going to have securing less than 33, that means it's going to fail. And based upon the same scenario, I have devised this particular condition. We say that if agar percentage is greater than 33, that means is percentage, if our percentage is greater than 33, if it evaluates as true, we say that there exist two conditions. Either the condition will be true or it will be false, depending upon the condition. Now here percentage is this particular percentage that we have 24. That means is 24 greater than 33? Obviously 24 is not greater than 33. 3. That means it will be evaluated as false. That means this path will get active. No path. That means this particular path will get active. And it will print fail and it is going to stop. But now, say for example, I have chosen it as 34. Is 34 greater than 33? Obviously, it is greater than 33. Then yes path will get executed, and at that time print pass will get executed, and we are going to stop. Hope that you have got the first example very carefully. Is it? That means you need to check each and everything and depict the diagram for that particular. Let's take one more example. Let us say we will draw a flow chart to find whether a number is even or odd. As we say that the definition of even number is a number is even is considered to be even if it is perfectly divisible by 2. That means our particular number should be perfectly divisible by, which means remainder should be equivalent to 0. This is the definition of our even number. Now how we are going to check? We say that our number is equivalent to 10. We say that this particular number is even number. But as per the mathematics, we say that if our number is divided by 2 and remainder is 0, then 10 is even number. Is it? That means if we are going to divide 10 divide by 2, we are getting the remainder as 0, which means even number. Is it? Then how we are going to draw the flow diagram or flow chart of this particular thing? Let us say one by one. The first thing is to draw the flow line. Sorry, the start button, start, and add the text as start. Is it? Start. Okay. Then after flow line, add flow line to it. Okay. After that, add input. 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 Say num equivalent to 9. Is it? We have taken a number equivalent to 9. Now we need to check the condition whether this particular number is divisible by 2 or not. If it is not divisible by 2, then it's an odd number. If it is divisible by 2, then it's an even. So we are going to have particular diamond box. Is it? Diamond box. And what we are going to add text if num. We are going to use a special operator %2. is equivalent to 0. This percent sign, let me add here. This percent sign, this percent sign, we call this as modulus operator. Use it for taking reminder upon division of integers. Is it? It's a modulus operator. Modulus operator काम क्या करता है? ये हमें रिमाइंडर निकाल के देता है. It takes the reminder. जब हम डिवाइड करते हैं ना कुछ चीजों को, तो ये हमें रिमाइंडर निकाल के देता है. That means we say that हम ये बताते हैं कि when a number is divisible by 2, if we are going to divide it by 2, if our reminder is equivalent to 0, is it? अगर हमारा रिमाइंडर इक्विवेलेंट 0 है, then what we are going to do? First we will attach it with the flow line. Then we might have we are having two flow lines. The false flow line and the true flow line. Is it? Now what we are going to use? Yes and no. These are the two flow lines. Is it? Flow line 1 and flow line. Now if our remainder is equivalent to 0, that means our number is divisible by 2. Then we need to print it like this. Print, that means if number is here within the condition, we say that if num percent 2 equivalent to 0. That means if our remainder is 0, then what we need? We need that number is even. Is it? But if our remainder was not equivalent to 0, then what we need? We need again one more box or parallelogram where we are going to make an output. Number is off. And in both cases, we are going to stop. Both cases, we are going to stop. Stop. Again, one more. This is what which checks a flow diagram, which checks whether a number is even or. That means we need to start, give the input, check the conditions, and based upon the condition, we are going to decide whether a number is even or whether a number is odd. And this is the check condition which is used for checking whether a number is divisible by 2 or. Hope that you got the point of the thing that how to use the diamond box to draw the flow chart within our uh, problem. So the today's lecture we might conclude today's lecture, but before concluding today's lecture, let's have some homework. Say you will draw flow diagram or flow chart which will check whether a number is divisible by 3. The first homework, second homework, draw a flow diagram, flow chart, which will print multiples, which will print the series, or which will print multiples of 3 up to 30. That means first part will be draw the flow chart, which will check whether uh, a number is divisible by 3. Second, which will print the multiples of 3 up to 30. So in tomorrow, before starting the tomorrow's lecture, uh, I might be checking, or I will check these particular topics, these particular flow diagrams, uh, which you are going to send me on WhatsApp. We have devised a WhatsApp group, and you will name the file by your roll number. Say if your roll number is 200500100001. So you are going to name it your file with this particular roll number, and send it on my on WhatsApp. Thank you for listening.